They put Count Chocula in front of the Liberal Party.
I think what you get is you get out of Montreal.
They put Count Chocula.
You get out of Quebec.
They put Count Chocula in charge of the Liberal Party. And look what happened. They went down the toilet because he did not... Wait, like it or lump it, he didn't cater to French desires. Okay?
So, then let's go into what we were talking about before about the Metro. Because we're talking about this tension that happens between French and English and the whole political card that constantly gets used.
You're not looking for a Metro ticket, are you?
Not what a crazy story, right? The
Metro's only for French people.
This woman here, her name was Mina Barak, right? And she was trying to she went to pay in one of those automatic.
Do we know where Mina's from?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, because obviously the lady behind the cash...
she's Arabic or
she's
Indian
not a white Canadian, because obviously this lady behind had a racial overtone as well.
Well, yeah, let's kind of get what happened from a witness that was there, right? And this would be you'd like to think a reliable source here. There was a few witnesses to what happened, right?
I heard a man talking that tried to break up the fight as one of the witnesses.
That's right. This guy said that he didn't know what happened, right? But according to the woman, right, she went and she had paid. She put her money into a machine and she didn't get the tickets. It was fucked up, and so she didn't get her whatever she put $4 or $6 or whatever, right? Tried to buy a couple tickets, didn't work. So she went to the booth to complain. She complained in English, and the woman behind the booth didn't want to converse with her at all in English.
Did you hear what she said?
Well, then what did she
said?
allegedly
if you don't want to
say?
speak French, go back to the country you're from.
Right, go back to your country you're from. So that wasn't enough though. That wasn't enough.
Yes.
That was de la Savane Metro, right? If that wasn't enough, the woman, this woman that was working for the STM ran out from her booth, from her kiosk, ran out, opened the door, ran out, grabbed the woman,
well, I heard that,
put her in a headlock,
I heard this,
and started punching her over and over and over again for about a minute until a young man jumped in and separated the two, right? And this is from a third witness that was watching the whole thing, right? And he said this is his quote, "It was really bizarre, really insane, really horrifying." Right? This isn't the first time this kind of shit has happened, although this is probably the worst recently, that's for sure. But what is it with the STM that is hiring these people? Okay, I understand if you've got someone that can't speak English, right? You know, we live in a predominantly French region. There's gonna be that kind of thing. But come on, try to work with people. If you have racist people that can't speak English, that physically assault people, you are not hiring the right kind of people. You know, some of these bad people are getting ever.
And what's even crazier is I didn't see it in the French newspaper, Le Journal de Montréal, this morning. Of course, the English radio's playing it to death. I assume this was a story everywhere. But I didn't see it in the French newspaper. And I was talking to Jean-Pierre, my co-worker of mine, and I'm like, don't you think it's weird that it's not in the French paper?
I think it's damn weird, man. And what the hell is wrong with that? Well,
isn't that crazy, though? They won't even cover the story that says some people have really lost their freaking marbles, right? Because they don't want to lose that ace in the hole.
A Montreal
I can't believe somebody that works in the metro in a city where we have tourists.
A major city with
major city, 3.5 million people with festivals and this and that and everything. Well,
that is major sports. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. But
she beat the woman.
The thing is
the woman did say she was going to complain about her, though. I'm going to complain about you, she said, and then she came storming out of the booth and beat her.
Well, this woman should be fired and then should be charged criminally. And if found guilty, should suffer whatever punishment that the judge sees fit. You know, I mean, it's a horrendous thing for a foreigner, an immigrant, to come into a country like Canada and to
be assaulted. It's just like the YouTube video where the guy stopped the cab he was in to get out and yell at the Chinese guy who was talking to his girlfriend on the phone.
No. There's 3 Chinese guys. They're walking down the street. Yeah, but one of them was
talking on the phone with his girlfriend.
Whatever. There's 3 guys. And he assaulted
that guy, saying, "When you're in Quebec, you speak in French." And the guy's like, "Dude, I'm talking to my girlfriend on the phone."
It didn't matter. There were 3 guys. They were walking. They're talking in English. They're probably on Saint Laurent Boulevard or somewhere around there, right? Saint Denis, perhaps. And they get accosted by this fucking racist guy, right? Who, attacks these guys verbally, and his girlfriend, right? Jump out, and they're screaming at the people.
Dude, that guy was having a breakdown. It was so funny.
They're
he was
saying,
almost in tears. There you speak!
Ici, c'est Quebec, tabernacle, you know what? We're in a free country. And I think if you live in any free country, you should be able to speak whatever language you want. That being said, you have to be able to converse in the dialect that is the predominant dialect of the region, right? But that's not what it's about. When people are walking around, when you live in a bilingual country, for one, you'd expect the people that work in the booth in this major second largest city in Canada, historically Canada's most important city, these people that work in these places would be able to get along. I'm not asking them to speak Shakespearean English, right? Or dictate in 12 different tongues. It's just get along.
Dude,
and
our premier now wants to make daycare. She wants to make it illegal to speak English at daycare.
Well, they came up with that idea, and then they got fucking ripped apart, and then they quickly retracted it, right?
What a stupid idea. Our premier blamed the fact that French kids don't do well in school on the fact that kids actually speak English in daycares. She said that's why they don't do well in French school. The French kids.
Yeah, it's
that speak French.
That's what they do.
Don't do well in French school because of
I've said it
English.
I've said it for years.
In daycare.
I've said it before in our podcast. They play that card. They use it at every freaking opportunity. It's the cheapest thing in the world to go after a thing like daycare. It's so fucking stupid, right? I mean, come on, little children, give it a rest. Right? There's a point where it's just disgusting.
Dude, she wanted to go around with police making sure that the children were talking in English. Or what? She was going to find the babies? What was she going to do? Close down the garderie? Close it down? You shouldn't be raising children now because we've decided, this is what's running this problem.
Why don't you make...
We've eliminated corruption and we've replaced it with idiocy.
Why don't you make a province where raising children, making the decision to stay home and raise children is something that you're not penalized for, that you can actually get benefits from.
That sounds like hippie talk.
Yeah, I know, it's insanity, right? Yeah, you're a communist. You want to do things like that, like raise children?
You sound like you're a hippie or something.
Well, isn't that what the PQ are supposed to be? Aren't they supposed to be a fucking hippie party? Don't they want all the fucking peace and love and let's pay for the students and let's do everything?
They want to pay for everything. Dude, they want everything. They want more doctors. They want more daycare. They want...
they believe that they can do it, so...
They want more French. They want... they want it all. And they don't want to raise taxes. They want free school.
Yeah.
But... I don't see how they're going to pay for it. They say they're going to raise taxes.
Of course they're going to raise taxes. That's what they always do. We're the highest tax region in all the Americas.
But we know where our tax dollars go, right? They steal it. We know.
Exactly. Well, we see that a portion of it is stolen.
A portion? Bro, it's not a portion. It's a half. You can say it. Half our money's stolen, bro. Half our money just pisses down in somebody's fucking yacht and expensive wines and fucking pina coladas and
Yeah,
gambling and whores and gambling and bro, that's where it goes. It doesn't go on anything.
That money still comes around. The money that's stolen still goes back in the economy. So sometimes, even though it's terrible that shit's happening, it still kind of has an effect. It's not entirely evil because
but if it's all black market, then it leaves it the good
50% of business in Quebec is undeclared. This tax that's on 50% of business in Quebec is undeclared. There is a massive. It's like when you go to a dépanneur, and the dépanneur says, like they give you the price before they even put it in the cash, and then they have the cash open and they just do the exchange. They do it all the time. Yeah. How many fucking places have you been in where they do that? Dude, almost every place where I used to live in Dorval used to do that. They did it like it was nothing. They look at the case of beer, 17. And then what are you gonna do? Oh fuck, I want the fucking bill, right? Well, sometimes you do that, but then it just gets annoying after a while because you don't want to fucking fight with people. That's the reality. The reality is that there's corruption on every fucking level, and it's just human nature.